Hi, I'm Taylor Gonzalez, and this is my midterm movie review. Since it's the month of October and Halloween is right around the corner, I decided that I was going to be a little bit festive and do a horror movie as my midterm movie review. In particular, I chose the movie Halloween, and to be more narrow with my choice, I went with the original Halloween movie, the first movie in the whole series. I do believe there are 10 movies in the entire series. However, I do believe that the first movie, the original, sets the tone for the movies to be filmed afterwards. Um, they all share a similar plot having to do with Halloween. However, I'm a huge fan of classics, I'm a huge fan of first, and here is my movie review. Enjoy! The movie starts in 1963 in a small town called Haddonfield, Illinois, when a 6-year-old little boy named Michael Myers decides to brutally kill his older big sister, Judith, who happens to be 17 years old. However, he has a baby sister named Lori who he does not kill because she's an infant. After the brutally murdered scene of his big sister, Michael Myers is locked away and imprisoned in Haddonfield's mental hospital. 15 years later, Michael Myers would escape his imprisonment to go on and try to kill his little sister Lori, who happens to be 16 years old and living in Haddonfield, Illinois. And basically that's what this whole movie's about, is his quest to kill his baby sister Lori. Throughout this movie, it's Michael Myers' whole goal to brutally murder his sister Lori. And that's something we go on to see in the movies to follow the original first. It's his goal and in his sick mind to kill his entire family or the people that share the same blood as him. Like I said, it's his whole quest to kill his baby sister Lori. And in this movie, we see him kill anybody and everybody that stands in his way. So, like I said before, I'm a huge fan of horror movies, whether it's classic horror movies or horror movies that we see today. I do, however, believe that since we've advanced in our technology, that the horror movies today seem more realistic because of all the editing and art that goes into it and the sound effects. And I will say that there are a few movies that I've seen from today's horror film genre that have literally scared me, and I don't scare easily. This movie, however, is meant to portray the horror genre of film, but for me, I believe that it is more suspenseful than anything. Yes, there is a lot of gore, a lot of blood. I mean, he uses a knife as his murder weapon, so I can see the horror aspect of the movie, but it's more suspenseful than horror, in my opinion. What I'm trying to say is, yes, this movie is scary, it's suspenseful, and perhaps the people that saw this movie when it first premiered back in 1978 felt this overwhelming feeling of fear, just as I feel when I see a horror movie that is made today. But despite the fact that it was made years before I was even born, it is one of my favorite movies. It's a classic, and I cannot go a Halloween or the month of October without watching the Halloween series. It is a good movie, and if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend watching it.